Hello my Virgo friends, welcome to my channel. This is the SunWoman. This reading is for Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising sign for the month of July 2023. I hope this reading helps you to tap into your intuition and manifest your intentions and provides a weather report of the upcoming energy so that you know how to move for the month of July 2023. If you would like to work with me privately, I would love for you to join my 3-month Breakthrough and Elevate program, and the link with details is in the description box below. All right, Virgo, so let's get started. I'm just going to shuffle the cards, clear the energy for Virgo. Move my camera just a little bit over here. Let's see. All right, this is for Virgo, July 2023. Virgo, July 2023. Here we go, Virgo. All right. The recent past, oh my goodness, this is absolutely incredible, and I'm not sure why this is happening, but I just did Cancer and Leo, and both of those signs had the King of Pentacles as their first card, and now this is the first time this has ever happened to me. 3 readings in a row, the same card has come out as the first card. So Virgo, this is the King of Pentacles card for you. Maybe you want to go take a look at Leo and Virgo, at Cancer and Leo readings. Could be something significant for you, some connection. King of Pentacles is Leo, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy coming from the recent past as you're going into July. Wow. All right, King of Pentacles. We've got the King of Wands covering you as in the month of July. The energy as we go through July, 8 of Swords. The crowning card is the Knight of Cups. A lot of people in this reading here. Let's see. We have in the area that rules others in your life, the 10 of Swords. In the obstacles section, the Queen of Pentacles, another court card. Wow. And then in the outcome, my goodness, the Queen of Wands. Wow, this is the most heavily court card heavy reading that I've ever seen. This is really amazing. And then the outcome, you've got the Emperor. The card at the base of the deck is the Emperor. Wow. Just got to take this in for a minute. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4 court cards here. All right, so before we get into the tarot reading, just want to go over with you your significant transits for this month, and then we will relate them. And I can already see the correlation here between your planets and the cards. All right, so we have the full moon in Capricorn that's happening on July 3rd. That's going to be in your 5th house. So something might come to a head for you related to a romantic partner. Now this is, when I say partner, this would be a shorter term relationship. So someone that maybe you've been dating for a short time, maybe 6 months or less. There may be some kind of development related to this partner. It could also be or a development related to your dating life. There could also be something going on with a child in your life, whether it's a younger child or an adult child or older child. So the full moon usually brings things to a head, right? Stuff that's been bubbling up for a while. Things often come to a conclusion or like a crescendo, right? At the full moon. It's a very emotional time, so it could be an emotional issue related to either a dating partner or a child. Something that has needed to be resolved may ultimately be resolved at this full moon on July 3rd, or again, kind of, coming out in the open. The full moons reveal what's been hidden as well. But it also is a time for you to be able to, as I said, resolve a situation and then let that energy go. Kind of give it up to God, give it up to the universe, okay? So again, this could be related to a partner, a dating partner, or a child. Again, with all of these people in here, it could be related to someone that's you know, on the table right now, but we'll see. In addition to that, you have the new moon in Cancer that's going to be on July 13th. That is going to be in your 11th house. You know, the opportunity to plant seeds, start something new. And that's in relation, again, to your friends, your community, your social group. Here we go again with heavily, what's the word? Emphasized houses related to people in your life. So another reason why this energy is coming up in the deck, in the tarot spread. New moon is a time to, you know, find a new soul tribe, start a new social relationship, or maybe a new affiliation or association with people or groups. Again, often it's groups of people or a group association. It could also be people who have the ability to help you fulfill your wishes, dreams. The 11th house is about dreams, wishes, and goals as well. So you may have a new goal or a new wish or dream or something that is, you're starting to, you have the kind of the go ahead to plant those seeds mid-month around July 13th. And again, it can be new friendships. Yeah, and I'm just looking at my notes here. New associations, people who can support you. You also have some really significant planetary activity when it's relating to partners, long-term partners, okay? So, wow, this reading is just, it's already, a lot is bubbling here with people in your life. Venus, I'm sorry, not Venus, well, we'll get to Venus, yeah. But Neptune and Saturn are now retrograde in your 7th house. So that is your area of long-term partnerships, okay? So that's marriages, long-term relationships, you know, relationships you've been in for years. People who resent you, oh my goodness, I said resent. I didn't mean to say resent. I said people who represent. I meant people who represent you, but there may be some resentment that is bubbling up about a long-term partner or being projected onto you by a long-term partner. I hope that's not the case, but things may come to light that you really did not realize were happening in a long-term relationship, okay? With Saturn, which is the restrictive planet, the planet of karma, Neptune, which is the planet of illusions, you know, that veil that covers our. Wow, so sorry about that, Virgo, but just as I was getting into your long-term partnerships, so we were talking about things being revealed and Neptune, my light went out. So I take that as a sign, right? This may be a situation where it's going to be lights out for a relationship. And I hope that's not the case, but if that is the case, I do hope that you will see this as something that is for the greater good in your life, for your own good. But again, we will look deeper into that, but it's just interesting. A few interesting things happening already in this reading, Virgo. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the cards here because I really want to see what we've got going on. All right, let me just get this here. Okay, so again, the King of Pentacles came up in the recent past. This is someone I feel who's been very supportive in your life. Again, it could be an earth sign or someone who has heavy earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your life. we have a lot of people here in this reading, and so there's a lot of masculine influence. It really is balanced, actually. We have 2 queens and 2 kings. So this could be someone who has been supportive of you, either financially supportive, could be a long-term partner, someone who has their own business or who makes good money, someone who's in banking or has their own, their own company. Someone who has established a really strong foundation in their own lives, and perhaps this is someone who has, you've been part of that foundation, or that foundation has been established for you. Okay. We have, so that person is the past, right? The recent past as we go into July. Now, what's covering right now? The King of Wands. So some of you may be meeting someone new. For some of you, there is a new, strong energy that's entering your lives. Again, it could be male, female, gender is not important here. It's about energy and it's about personalities. Can also be about astrological influences, strong astrological influences. So we've got Earth here, and then we've got the King of Wands, which is fire. And the King of Wands is a very I'm just going to say it, very sexy card, right? The King of Wands is that fire, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo energy. A real go-getter, a lot of charisma. Again, very sexy energy, very self-assured energy. And so interesting, because as you're going into July, I feel like on some level, some of you are feeling restrained and restricted and bound by your inner thoughts, okay? And it may be that you are in a relationship, as we talked about, the 7th house being so heavily influenced, where you feel like you're being held. The word said held captive. That's what came to my mind. But you are being held back, or you are trapped in a situation. And the thing about the 8 of Swords is that very much it's a psychological entrapment, so to speak, because there is a way out here, but the person in the 8 of Swords is blindfolding herself or himself. They don't want to see it, or they don't want to acknowledge it, right? Or they don't want to face it. So they would rather, not that they would rather, but there's a tendency for them to remain in this restrictive energy because maybe a fear of releasing themselves and what the consequences of that action will be. Okay. So again, some of you, maybe with that Neptune and that Saturn influence really bringing reality. Saturn retrograde is a reality check. And Neptune retrograde is also a reality check. It's like snatching away the veils, snatching away the, what you have been stuck in, and letting you see the cold, harsh reality of where you really are and how things really are. Okay. And I don't mean to be dramatic about it, but these are significant planets. And when planets are on the axis of our charts, meaning the 1st house, 7th house, 4th house, or 12th house, those are significant life-changing moments. Okay. And life-changing periods. So again, I really feel like for you, Virgo, between now, July and the end of 2023, you are going to, as far as your relationships are concerned with long-term partners, they will be very different than how they are right now, or you will be very different in the way that you see them than before this energy came about. Okay. So what's crowning you? What's crowning you is the Knight of Cups. and there's an invitation coming in. Now, the Knight of Cups can represent water energy, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but it can also represent the invitation to a romance, or invitation to an emotional situation, invitation to dinner, an invitation to go out, right? So it is a emotional, someone wants to hand you their cup. So this Knight is coming in with an invitation to you, with a proposal of some sort, okay? So again, want you to be very careful of rebounding, and I don't know why I'm saying that, but it's true, because you don't want to jump out of the frying pan into the fire, right? So you want to make sure that if a situation resolves, or if there's a breakup, or if there is a ending to a relationship, that you're not jumping right into the first offer that comes to you, because again, with Neptune there and Saturn, you have to really not see through rose-colored glasses, okay? You really need to wait until, I feel, the very end of the year to the beginning of 2024 to actually be on firm footing again regarding long-term relationships. Now, it may be that, let me read this card first and then I'll finish what I was going to say. You have the Ten of Swords here. Ten of Swords is here in the area that relates to the others in your life. So I would equate this to another person in your life. Maybe this is the partner that we're talking about, that you are getting this reality check about. So what's going on? Someone in your life is feeling deeply wounded, maybe attacked, maybe crushed, maybe stabbed in the back, which is a very literal a very literal interpretation of the card. But they are just feeling like they can't take it anymore. Someone's feeling that way. They just can't take it anymore. They have been stabbed, perhaps, insulted, attacked, overwhelmed. They're going through a really difficult time. There may be depression here. There may be anxiety here. There may be someone at the end of their rope. So it's a energy that is, that dark night of the soul, is what the energy is. So whoever this is, make sure that you're sending love and light, protection. Make sure that you are keeping this person in prayer. Whether things work out or not, you want to make sure that the people that you love and that you've loved go in peace with blessings and protection on them. So want you to make sure that you're holding this person in your heart, whether you are still connected or whether you will not be connected with this person. There is still a soul connection with the people that we have loved, or who have loved us. It's a difficult energy, but the obstacle here, very possible that this situation is brought about because there may be another person. Don't really like to talk about potentials for third-party situations, but it could be that there is another person involved here, that this person is connected to, or is an obstacle in some way to your connection with this person. It could be the loss of a loved one, right? So, loss meaning them leaving, or it could be a physical leaving, as far as a death. But it is, because the way that the cards are set up here, this person is looking down at the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is looking away. And I just read here this, I don't know if you can see it, but it says deadline. Okay, so it's like the ending. It's the ending of some sort with this person. And the Queen of Pentacles is an earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, a lot of influence, a lot of energy this month with Capricorn, with that full moon. The outcome is the Queen of Wands here. So, I don't know. I feel like I really want to get just a little more clarity. About, I'm going to put that back in, about what the basis of the Ten of Swords is. Why the Ten of Swords for this other person in Virgo's life? Why the Ten of Swords? Let's see. Let's see why. Justice. Wow. So the first image that came to me is divorce. Justice can represent legal separations, divorce. So the Ten of Swords with justice is a very clear message of potential of separation or divorce. It could also mean that this person, if this is a separation or a divorce, the Queen of Pentacles could have been very supportive here and now is being lost. That support, that financial foundation is being lost. The outcome here is the Queen of Wands. So I feel like whatever the outcome here, whatever happens, Virgo, whatever happens, I feel like you're going to be okay. All right? Whether it is, separation from someone, a revelation that comes through, physical separation from someone, the outcome here is that you are going to be fine. And the reason here that I say that is because we have the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is a boss. All right? The Queen of Wands knows how to move, how to direct, how to manage, how to supervise. The Queen of Wands is usually a career-oriented person, could be an entrepreneur. The Queen is here with her laurel crown, with her rod, and there are two lions here, and a puma. So there's a lot of feline energy, which is courage, fierceness, versatility, being very adept. And I feel like, the queen, the sunflower here, here's my sunflowers, right, is a symbol of victory, of good health, of abundance, of, what's the word? I'm getting Empress energy from this Queen of Wands as well. So, feeling good in your own skin, being successful at what you focus your energies on. Some of you could be starting a new business, a new job, new profession, a new YouTube channel perhaps, striking out on your own. And actually I'm looking and I see a third, so there are actually 4 cats. There's a lion on the plant there. So really, and then here we go, at the base of the deck, I feel that this is you, Virgo, being the boss, right? Being that leader, mover, shaker, influential person, pioneer. Look how she's holding this cup. So there is emotional fulfillment there. There's love. The Ankh is there, which is a connection to the gods, a connection to God, a connection to the universe. I love how there's a ray of sun hitting that Ankh. So messages from, your higher self, from the universe, God, and just being in control, being that boss. That's Aries energy there. So I really feel that whatever happens here, you're going to land on your feet. That's why all these cats are here. You know, definitely a need to depend on yourself, I feel, on your own discernment, on your own intuition as well. I'm going to just pull one card here. The Justice card says here that whatever is going on with this person, it is justified. So this could be a karmic situation where what someone has reaped, they're reaping what they've sown, for better or for worse. Could be for worse where that person is involved. Okay, so could be someone getting karmic justice. Again, don't want to wish anything negative on anyone. Please send them love and light, but could be karmic justice coming through, right? All right, let's see. Let's get a rune card for Virgo. All right, Virgo. Ooh. Okay, I've jumped out. Ansus. Okay. So Ansus is a message. So first thing I can say to you is I hope that this message is helpful to you, that I'm providing to you. It could be a message that you need to take to heart or consider, as some guidance here. Also could be messages coming from other people or elsewhere, maybe unexpected, that ends up being a very fortunate message for you. Could be a revelation. Again, could be information coming to you from other sources about this situation. Could be someone coming into your life with a message for you that's going to be significant. So there, with Ansus, there's strong communication, and communication is very important. I see Pisces here with the fish. I see Aquarius here with this curlicue there, and again, there's more fish here, so there could be a Pisces person that's significant in your life and that this message could be about. I see a lot of symbols, representing Asian culture here, so it could be someone with an Asian background and AAPI background. And yeah, I think that whatever the message is, it's going to benefit you. There's a lot of food here. So for me, that food represents abundance, fertility, and, your needs being taken care of. You're not going to go hungry here in your life. And lotus flower there, which is spiritual connection. Okay? So a spiritual message coming for you. I see Pac-Man here too. I don't know if that's significant to someone, but take it if it resonates with you, okay? All right. I just heard kimchi as well. Okay. All right. So that is your message, Leo. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I said Leo. Virgo. That is your message. Again, Leo could be significant for you. If this message resonated with you and you'd like to work with me privately, I would love to have you join my 3-month Breakthrough and Elevate program. And the link with details is in the description below. Thank you so much, Virgo. Appreciate you, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye.